Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me.
Cool. What's up, everybody? Oh, this light is super bright. See if we can just fix that a little bit. Yeah, I didn't realize it was this bright. But what's up, everybody? It's a new week. The fourth week of this month, I believe. This is the last week of the month. Yeah, fourth week of the month. And we're gonna finish it off strong. So we have a few deals that we've been going over. Kind of, you guys got to witness firsthand how we handled a few wholesale deals, also creative deals, how we talk to agents every single day, and how we're negotiating with them, and how what their feedback is. You get to see all that in real action. So just doing the catch up. Um, so I think this month we did 3 deals closed, which was cool. Negotiated with a lot of agents. Finished off that North Carolina list, and I needed to update that as far as the follow up calls. But there was one agent that actually reached out to me yesterday, and called me about a listing. He's like, "Hey, just like at this point they're just trying to get some going. So like, let's see what we can do." That was one of the North Carolina guys. So I went ahead and sent him over LOI to kind of see what what's up? What's going on? Where can we meet at to be on the same side? So LOI was sent to him. So I'm gonna follow up with him to make sure he got everything. But other than that, we had great feedback from everyone. What's up, my man? What's up, Brian? Appreciate you for coming back on, staying consistent with me through this hard journey. But yeah, I was doing just a feedback. I mean, not feedback. I was doing a overview of what happened, over the weekend. I know, I think we didn't have to miss Saturday and Sunday. Um, Life happened. Daughter had an appointment with the doctor, and then Sunday. Um, if you guys don't know, I'm from Dallas, so I had to witness the Dallas Cowboys get whooped yesterday. Not whooped, but they lost pretty bad. It was whatever. I'm not really a Cowboys fan, so I don't really care. My feelings wouldn't hurt, but it was kind of funny watching. But all that to be said, it was a very packed weekend. Had a lot of got to see title people, set up some dates for other agents and stuff like that to kind of work over doing creative things. So went through all that jazz this weekend, but we're back here to start over, not start over, but start again, and just reflect over what happened this month. This is the last week of January, so had a lot of people. I'm trying to find my notebook. I have a lot of people to follow up with from Friday as well. Um, but really, we're gonna hop into the follow ups and see like who I need to follow up with, um, and kind of work from there. At that point, honestly, get a new sheet of paper for my notes. But yeah, definitely open. Ryan, do you have any feedback? Not feedback. Do you have anything that happened last week with that agent that we talked to? Anything new happened with them or anything like that? Um, Definitely drop that in the chat. We could talk about it. Same thing for everybody else. If there's anything else that you guys had any questions over the last weekend, please drop it in the chat. I'll be happy to answer those whenever I see them. So that'd be cool. Other than that, we're gonna just hop back into these follow ups I need to do. Have a few agent or Dallas follow ups and a few um, what's the name? North Carolina follow ups. Let me see. Hope you had a great weekend. Nothing new yet. Just ran some comps. Awesome. Still on the ground with it. This I don't know if y'all can see it, but this streak, it's like a streak like right here, whatever, and it's like frustrating me, but it's okay. But cool. Let's just go and hop on these follow ups. See if Kayla and Taylor have updated our sheet, if at all. Okay, cool. So yesterday, actually, we had a. Geez, like no longer available. Okay, cool. Okay, awesome. So yeah, so Kayla and Taylor actually, they set up these. We'll follow up to discuss terms. Damian will send that. Okay, cool, awesome. All right, and I did do that for I believe both. So last time we didn't get to finish our conversation with Norma. She was getting her spa day in, which is totally understandable. So I'm actually going to start off by calling her to follow up because, and I'll give you guys a brief rundown of what the notes were last left off at. But um, spoke with the agent to explain she is selling this property for a friend. They had received low offers, and it is important that the agent is important to the agent. We come to see it. Where's this one at? This is in Garland. It's not too far. Many investors have been wasting her time, so the seller may like to hear creative solutions. Okay, cool, awesome. Let's go ahead and give Nora a call just to pop it off. Just to pop it off. All right, Nora. What is your? Let me go and pull this property up too, so I can take a look at it at the same time. She's selling it for a friend. She really wants us to go see it. Oh yeah, this is the one that Privy doesn't help, so I got to pull it up on Zillow. Okay, cool. Oh, yes, this is a beautiful property. I remember this one. Okay, cool. Yeah, this is a gorgeous property, and they're wanting. They're okay. And it's an investor's a waste of time because no investor is going to buy this at the price that they're listing it at. 9 times out of 10, and yeah. Oh, and it has a pool. Wow, this is a great property. Okay, cool. 4x3. It's a really big property. Okay, cool. Let's go and get Nora on the phone and see what we can do with this. What's our number at? All right. Come on, Norma. So that just. Yeah.
Hi, you've reached Norma Walker with
Come on, Norma. She might just need a double dial. A little poke. Jeez Louise. That's how the agent's gonna pop off. I mean, that's to be expected. No agent ever like my first 3 calls never really go through. The first 3 calls always never go through for me. I'm just going to send a text. Hey Norma, this is Damien. I was calling you about your listing on where's this at? Cross Timber. Let her know that I called her last week following. Cool. I'll expect a text back from her very shortly. Other than that, Michael, let me just make sure. All right. So other than that, let's go to the next one. Send it. And honestly, I might just hop back on Privy and just call like agents that have listings again after this. Let me go ahead and type in this address. Actually, I wonder if it would help if I just shared my screen with you guys so you guys aren't just looking at me. That way you can kind of see what I'm doing. Let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Jeez Louise, what is this address? This is one of them. All right. Michael was another one, but I actually did call him earlier today, and he wanted. He said he's gonna call me back at 1:30. So to finalize kind of everything. But yeah, let's just go ahead and start calling these agents just from the jump. Let's do a whole new search. Because you never know what's still active, what's still not. We're gonna still keep it with the same criterias. Like 6 months. I'm actually gonna do this probably 80 days. And let's just go from there. Got 31. I'm not gonna waste my time with this one. Actually, you know what? I am, because it's not about the property every time. It's about, it's about the agent and the relationship. So I am gonna call this person. Even if this is not the right deal, let's just see the way you guys can kind of see what I'm doing every step of the way. 2971. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and call Lance. Oops, that's not it.
Thank you for calling Landscape Real Estate and VIP Mortgage. Please leave your name and phone number.
Come on, Lance. That went to voicemail a little bit too fast. I feel like you deleted. Seller's negotiable. What's going on with the foundation? That worries me a little bit.
Thank you for calling Landscape Real Estate and VIP Mortgage.
I'm not gonna text him back for that. I'm gonna just keep going to the next one. All right, Ember. All right, let's go call Jane. I feel like I've called her before. Yeah, I definitely called them before because I remember specifically. I remember this plate of food in the kitchen. It was there, and then it wasn't. Yeah, so I definitely called her before, or I don't know if it was it me or was it. I think that was the day Justin was on here. So that was a few days. That's probably like 2 weeks ago. So, and I don't think I was even the one who even called them. So I'm gonna follow back. I'm gonna follow back up with her. I think Justin called her. Cool. Make sure you guys drop any questions you guys have, and I'll take a look at those as soon as I can. Probably right after this call.
Hi, thank you for calling Halo Group Realty. For information on the listing,
I don't like calling. I don't like calling. I don't like calling offices.
hi, thank you for calling Halo Group Realty. For information on the listing, press 1. For accounting,
Yeah, I'm not gonna go through it. Which site did you use to get homeowners insurance average for the area? So the website I used was vhomeinsurance.com. Go ahead and put that in the chat. But yeah, I use vHome Insurance. Yeah, they kind of do a whole breakdown of each all 50 states, each city that you want to go into, and then they gotta give you the average based on the home value, how much you're trying to insure for that in that area. So that's what I used as far as the um, home insurance. Cool. I was gonna go to the next one. Terrell, Texas. This picture's bright. Oh, that's the only picture they have. Let me double check that. Let's see. Let's go to Zillow, see if they're doing the same thing. That's the only picture they got. I don't know how people expect to sell homes like with one picture and wonder why it's been on the market for, X amount of days. Tenant occupied until September 23. Lease price is $1,350. That's way under. So this might be, because if no homeowner can even see the property, plus it's tenants in there to the end, they must be expecting a home or an investor to buy this one. And it has to make sense for them to buy it. So let's kind of get to that. What's his name? Keith. Keith. I definitely talked to this guy before too. His name was already highlighted. All right.
Hello, and thank you for calling Apex Property Management.
Bro.
If you're calling for a maintenance issue, please press option 1 for Maricela. Make ready repairs, press option 2 for Diane. Rental payments, press option 3 for Betty. Application, press option 4 for Regina. Keith's assistant, press option 5 for Jasmine. Scheduled walkthroughs and security.
I need to talk to somebody. I hate automated things that take a long time.
hello, this is the voicemail for Jasmine Keith Hendrick.
Bro, is it like a holiday today? Or like, am I tripping? Jeez Louise. People off like it's a holiday. What's up, Vic? So the question is, what do you say to an agent when they take their listing off the market? We can just say whatever. You can say, why did you guys take it off? You could say, was there something between you and the seller that you guys disagreed on, or did the contract expire? There's multiple things you can do. It's none certainly no certain specific thing you should say to them. It's just having a conversation with somebody and asking them, like, what's going on? Why'd you take it off? You got to be a little nosy. It's nothing specific to say to, like, get them to talk. Just, yeah. But yeah, let's go ahead and keep going. Again, with the one pictures. It's out in Terrell. See if Zillow has anything better. Zillow still ain't got no pictures. Again, like I don't understand how people expect to sell properties with no pictures. Lovely remodel in 2016. And is this the same person? This has to be the same person. It is Keith. And they don't answer their phone. So, all right. It's Terrell again. Carla. Bro, what's up with all these agents not posting good pictures? Like they post all the pictures outside and then nothing inside. Like that's gonna be enough. There we go. All right. Cool. All right. Looks clean. That's a good thing. Motivated sellers sitting on a corner lot, attractive neighborhood. 80 days. Do. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and see what they're talking about. I called this lady too. Is that her number? Oh, was it the one that just called me earlier today? Somebody from East Texas number called me. I might actually call them back. 1970. But I've called her before. Hello?
Hello?
Hey, Carla, this is Damien.
Yeah.
Hey, I was giving you a call about your listing on Town North.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was yeah, go ahead. Oh, I'm sorry, you're breaking up kind of bad.
Oh, so 1 second. Okay, is this better?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is it the one on 301?
Yes.
Town North or 408? 301?
Oh, you got two.
I do.
Awesome.
One of them is vacant and the other one has a tenant.
Okay. I'm assuming the 301 is the one that's vacant.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. And I'm sorry, so is this one seller with these, or is it you just have both listings?
One seller with both of them.
Got you. Okay. Well, I'd be open to interested in both of them, honestly. What was the second one?
So the second one, 408 Town North, they're tenant occupied until 24.
Okay.
I don't remember what month, but they're there for a couple of years. I don't remember. I'm in my vehicle and they had several of them for sale, but I don't remember the price or anything right now.
Yeah. No, that's no worries. So, so I have the price of this 301. 301 is at 245. That is listed right now.
Yes, and they are motivated.
Okay.
And I will tell you, 301 Town North, we have an estimate on the foundation, and their plan is to get the foundation fixed before it closes.
Okay.
And it will come with a transferable warranty.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. Other than that, is there anything else I kind of need to look at as far as the structure? Anything major?
I'll be glad to show it to you.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll definitely be open to it. That's in Terrell. Yeah, I'd be more than happy to do that. But I was kind of just grabbing some more information before, a lot of times I buy these properties sight unseen, and just go based off pictures if they're up to date.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm definitely curious on it. It just was bigger than I expected.
If you don't mind, when I get to the office, I can give you a call. If you could text me your name and then give me the address so I'll remember, and then I can call you back and definitely give you more information.
No, absolutely, and hopefully we can maybe look at those other ones as well.
Okay.
Awesome.
Sure. Yeah, I'll call you with all of them that are for sale.
Okay, awesome. That'd be perfect.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
No problem. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, cool. So I'm going to text her real quick. All right, cool. So that's fine. I'll go ahead and text her real quick and figure out about those other ones that she is wanting. Maybe, hopefully, we can get more than one. This is earlier. All right. All right, cool. Yeah, so she'll give me a call back. Hey, Lo, how you doing? Hey, Vanessa, I appreciate you for coming in. But yeah, so just the same old. We're doing the same thing as far as getting on and calling these agents that have their listings out for 80 plus days, and just try to figure out some motivation. I mean, she already let me know that the motivation's there. And now when she gives me a call back, I'm gonna try to dig into the motivation. So, any critiques or anything like that, that'd be much appreciated. About how I kind of guide the way for her to kind of open up and tell me what the motivation is, and then allow me to be the problem solver for that motivation. Hopefully, we can get this one done creatively, and kind of work from there. So, I'll wait on a call back from her, and we're gonna keep going until she calls me back. Cool. North Richland Hills. North Richland Hills is a good area. This property I've seen before. Where have I seen this before? Cindy. I've 100% seen this property before. Let me see. I know that for a fact. Let me see. Go back on my notes. Carla, that's that Carla. I don't know where, but I definitely talked to this Cindy lady before. Yeah. I mean, it's still in the market. I don't know what the notes are for it. It doesn't hurt for me to give them a call back again and see what's going on. If anything, she might open up this time just because it's still on the market. Cool. Let's give Cindy another call. All right, Cindy. Or she might just yell at me and tell me stop calling her. Let's figure it out. Oh, I got her number saved, so she must have been nice. She must have been nice. I saved her number. Let's see what we talked about. Oh, she never sent me the email. This is January 3rd. I called her.
Hi, you've reached Cindy Salinas with Texas Connect Realty. I'm sorry I missed your call. Please.
So apparently, from the text messages that I had, and she didn't reply back to me. Apparently, we had a good conversation, I guess, because she wanted me to send her over an offer, but I asked her for the email. She didn't send it over to me. So I'm gonna call again and just follow up and say, I want to send that offer over, but I don't know if we're talking about creative or not. So I'm gonna send her over something.
Hi, you've reached Cindy
Come
Salinas
on,
with
Cindy.
Texas Connect Realty.
Sorry, I'm a texter. Hey, just following up. I'm still interested in the listing. Cool. All right, cool. I went and followed up with her. Should be all right. Keep it moving. I'm trying to at least get 20 of these calls in, guys. At least 20. At least 20 of the calls. And it looks like a lot of these I've already called. This is Sashi. I still don't know how to pronounce that. Sasha. Come see. Renovated. Oh, it's open door. Not gonna worry about it. It's open door 2. Scott's. It's a nice clean property. They just dropped it 10K 2-3 months ago. Wiley, remodel, for sale or lease. So I might ask them about the lease. For living area update. The reason why I'm open to leasing is because North Richland Hills, I think, is a good area for midterm rentals. And they kind of have a few hospitals nearby where I can probably do a higher rental rate. Due prior to moving in is first and last month's rent, which is how much are they charging for rent? Oh, plus security deposit. Okay, $67.50 first and last month's rent plus security deposit, additional deposit as followed: $500 per pet, 50% non-refundable plus $1,000. You ever had an agent question asked us to under the contract? Give me 1 second on that. Plus any occupants are smokers. Okay, so this is a 4x2, which is good. It's kind of far from. Oh, it was like, this is not North Richland Hills. This is Wiley. Okay. It's like St. Paul. Okay. So if they're open to renting, hi, okay, do you have a realtor you work with? This is Cindy texting me. I am a realtor and investor. Cool. So yeah, let's go ahead and give Scott a call, and I'm gonna call him about this. I mean, if they're open to renting it, I doubt that they're open to. I doubt they're opening to do things more creatively. Just depends, because if he's leasing it, he doesn't mind being a landlord. It sounds like, and so I think maybe another way I might do it is, just what info do you need? It's on MLS. I obviously I know that. I just need the email. Just being stubborn. Just going to call Scott. In this one, I might go straight into just doing a rental after I kind of talk to him a little bit.
You reached Dr. Troy.
If he's kind of straightforward and just wants to know answers, I might just go straight into, me doing a cash offer is not going to work, but I do see his option here for rental, and see what that looks like. But if he's open to having a conversation, I'm going to kind of lead that on and let that go, just build some rapport.
Hello?
Hey, Scott, this is Damien.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm going well, can't complain. How about yourself?
I'm okay.
Good. I was just give me a call about your listing on Maritime.
Sure.
Yeah. So I was kind of just looking it over. It looks like a great property. I was just kind of wondering why I hadn't sold yet.
It's for rent mostly.
Ah, makes sense. Okay. What are you looking at for rent? Oh, I guess it's right. What is the monthly payment? So I just see the whole due move in purchase price.
For rent?
Yeah. What was the rent that you were looking for? All I see was the move in like total price, like the first and last and security deposit. But what were you looking at monthly?
It's $25.50 a month.
$25.50 a month. Okay. Okay, cool. I'm looking it over. I mean, I might be open to renting it. I mean, I do run a midterm rental company as well, for traveling nurses and whatnot. So would that be something that you'd be open to renting to?
Sure.
Okay, awesome. So, Scott, let me run my numbers and kind of get back to you on that and to see if all the numbers work out. If I need to negotiate a little bit, are you open to doing that?
Sure.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, let me do my due diligence on it and I'll get back to you. Okay.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, bye. All right, so like I said, it's mainly for rent. Honestly, and he's kind of flexible on the monthly payments to make it work. So I'll definitely check that one out to see what, and then he's open to me running a company through it. So, just got to see if the numbers make sense for him and for myself. So that was cool. All right, make sure. Keep losing the address. All right, 1205. All right, cool. I don't know. I barely even know where Wiley is, let alone St. Paul. But we're gonna find out. That's a good area to do some rentals. Because if anything, I mean, I would even try to do maybe Section 8. I don't know if you can do that. I don't know if you can do a Section 8 if I'm the renter has to be the. I don't know. That might be something I might need to look up. But I feel like I might need to be a homeowner if I'm going to lease it out to them. But we'll see. That's another good looking property. See the thing say price reduction for a quick sale, unbelievable deal. If it was, it would have sold already. Addition, no AD or no HOA, moving ready. Okay, cool. Tommy, see what Tom talking about. I called Tom before too. It's crazy. All these purple ones are people that I already called before. I don't remember his addresses, I guess. I just be going through so many. Timber Creek. I do actually remember that. I feel like I remember that name. So this is gonna be again a follow-up call. So I'm gonna just say, hey Tom, I'm just following up. We talked about this property. I'm gonna say last month. I mean, I don't know. You probably don't know either.
This is Tom Harms with Momentum Real Estate Group.
Come on, Tom.
This is Tom Harms.
All right, Tom. Well, apparently today, Age is not wanting to. Oh, there we go, Tom. Sorry about that. Hello?
Yeah, this is Tom. I just missed a call from you.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Tom, this is Damien.
How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing well. I was looking at your listing. You had one on Timber Creek. We talked before, like last month.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was just wondering. I believe last time we talked about, if I wasn't able to come up to that asking price, and maybe we can have a future conversation about maybe doing something more creative to kind of get your asking price you're looking for.
Oh, I mean, okay. So I'm not sure. I have a lot of conversations with.
Yeah, no, I'm sure. No, absolutely. I totally
I mean,
understand.
we're offering the house with owner financing.
Okay.
I mean, that's part of our business.
Perfect. Okay.
But I don't know what you're trying to use it for, or what you're trying to do. I mean.
Yeah. So, is your idea of owner financing for retail buyers that can't qualify for right now, or what's your client?
Yeah. I mean, we carry notes, so we would be looking to, and we've had a few people who we kind of, they didn't quite have the down payment, or somebody that actually did, but they had to sell a boat. I mean, it's obviously you know how it goes.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, we would be looking. I mean, we're looking to get retail for it, and we're looking for probably 20% down payment and at least 10. I mean, on average, we get between 9.9 and 10.9% interest. So we wouldn't do anything outside of that. That's our model. That's how it works.
No, 100%. No, I totally understand, because I'm the same way with it. So this is just a property you guys are trying to owner finance and do the same thing I would probably try to do if I didn't want to make it a rental, right? So that's totally understandable. Well, in that case, I mean, that's no problem. If anything, I would be hopeful that maybe we can partner together on a deal or something like that. Maybe I can bring you something that you might want to buy.
Yeah. Listen, I mean, I need to buy more.
Yeah,
so,
same.
I mean, if you've got anything, I'd love to see whatever it is. But yeah, that's kind of our business. I mean, we buy these and then we put a little bit of work into them, and then we'll either hold them as rentals or we'll sell or finance them. So.
Okay, cool. I'm all about collaboration over competition. So
Sure.
what are you really looking at as far as what can I bring you for it to make sense for you?
I mean, really, anything in the Metroplex that is like 1950 or newer, that's got that's got some value add opportunity. I mean, obviously we can pad our numbers. We sell our finance pretty well, but and because of that model, a lot of times we can pay more than like a traditional, fix and flipper, because we're not really, looking to just turn around and throw it on the MLS.
Exactly.
Although in this case, this is on the MLS, and we would sell it this way too, for a conventional buyer. But, for the most part, we like to collect the down payment and get some residual out of it as well. So,
yeah.
I mean, it's hard to say without seeing it. I mean, I'm not looking honestly for anything that's gonna take a tremendous amount of rehab. So, I mean, if the rehab is more than, maybe 10 to 15% of the ARV, I probably wouldn't be interested. So no junkers, nothing, no war zones. I mean, we try to stay in decent areas, and modest rehabs,
Sure.
so
Sure.
we don't, I mean, I've done my fair share of gut renos, and I'm not interested in that anymore.
No, exactly. Especially with times right now and the unstable interest rates, I'd rather not do them either.
I don't want to tie up our crews on them either. So we like to be in and out of them in 30 days or less. And so kind of the way that we will go a little bit higher if there's more margin, but I mean, we try to stay, on average, $20,000 to $30,000 repair budgets.
Okay, cool. That's no problem. Then I can definitely. And then, are you looking in any specific zip codes for those homes so you can, have a higher advantage, or is it just really over all of the DFW? You just said no war zones, right?
I mean, I would say primarily Grand Prairie West.
Okay.
Not Dallas, and mostly not that side. But yeah, mostly Grand Prairie West, and then I kind of stay out of South Side and Morningside and all that.
Oh yeah.
Kind of stuff. So 6104, 105.
Yeah.
We don't really buy in those areas, but yeah, I mean, we buy everywhere else. I mean, we've got stuff in Waco, and obviously pretty much even the outer lying areas of the Metroplex, like Weatherford and Alvarado and stuff like that. So if you got deals that are on the west side of the Metroplex, small single family houses, that one's kind of on the more expensive side of some of the stuff that we do. Frankly, $400,000. We've got a couple of them that are $400,000 and $500,000, but for the most part, we try to keep them, our ARVs under 350 and stuff like that. So.
Oh, perfect. I was just about to ask you that. What kind of ARV you trying to stay under? But 350 pretty much right now, just because what your buyer can probably bring to the table, right?
Well, yeah, that's just it. I mean, anybody's going to sell a finance house. I mean, most of them are going to be entry level.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we love to stay under $200,000, but there's not a lot of those out there. So.
Okay. And you don't necessarily care where the lead comes from, because a lot of times I'm looking on MLS for my leads. Do you prefer?
No, I don't care where it comes from. No.
Okay, cool.
No, I mean, we are a brokerage too. I mean, I've got agents who scour the MLS. We look at a lot of stuff and make offers. But yeah, I mean, if you find something that we didn't see, I'm not trying to cut anybody out of a deal.
Perfect.
If you bring me one, I want you to make money.
Okay, Tom. Well, I appreciate that. I'll definitely can send at least 2 your way, I think, this afternoon, to see what you think about them. And let's try to work there.
Sure, that'll work.
Awesome. I appreciate your time, man.
Yep, sounds good. Thanks for the call.
All right, bye. All right, cool. So Tom is an investor, and he's selling a wrap, and so investors don't buy wraps. But I mean, that's good for him. He does 20%. So if he's getting properties and he's getting 20% down, then he's doing what he needs to do. But that's a little high for me. I would have thought, maybe somebody would be doing. I'd usually do like 10 to 12% down, maybe 15, being a little, that might be a little high for me. But he's doing 20. That's crazy. Maybe doing arbitrage with people going through rehab. That's what Pace did. Maybe doing arbitrage for people going through rehab. That's what Pace did. I'm not sure exactly what you mean by that. Do you mean like go through it? Or do you mean that's what you would do with the Wiley property? That's what I was thinking about, is just arbitraging it, just because he wants rents. If I rent it and then do based on arbitrage to someone else, that's kind of what I plan on doing with it. But I have to make sure that the rent that I'm paying, and also have to take care of utilities and this and that, all the little stuff that I would have to take care of if I was actually the owner of it. I mean, yeah. If I'm running it as whatever, an Airbnb or midterm rental, I have to take care of those things. Also, I have to furnish it. It has to make sense number wise for me to do that. But that doesn't mean it won't be. So I definitely have to check. I need to email to send you and your seller the offer, please. Yeah, Cindy. I feel like I remember Cindy now. She was annoying, and she didn't want to send me an email or something. Cool. Let's keep going. Appreciate it, Ryan, too. I meant to say that. Cool. This one, they just dropped the price a few days ago, or maybe a week or so ago. This looks weird. Oh, that's why. It's Open Door. I was like, that looks weird. Kelly Ann Porter, Brockway. I feel like I've called her too before. Because I remember Kelly Ann, I was like, she has 2 first names. Let's see. This will tell me it all. Oh, no, I didn't call her before. Okay. Give Kellyanne a call. I wonder if people call her Kellyanne or just Kelly. I don't want to be that weird guy. Call her Kellyanne.
This is Kelly.
Hey, Kelly, this is Damien. How you doing?
Fine, thank you.
Hey, I was just giving you a call about your listing on Brockway. On your listing on Brockway?
Oh, Brookway, yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So I was looking at it. I was just interested in see if it was still available.
Yes, it is.
Awesome. So I'm open to looking at it. Um, the pictures are a little fuzzy on my side, but I was wondering, is there any like kind of structural thing going on with it? I just know it's been listed for a while, so I didn't know if anything I should raise any red flags about.
No, not that I know of.
Okay,
There's no
gotcha.
foundation issues. Are you a wholesaler?
No, I'm actually licensed. I'm an agent, but I'm an investor.
Okay, because if you're trying to steal it, she's not interested.
What was that?
I said if you're trying to steal it, she's not interested. We've had lots of, lowball offers.
Oh no, I'm sure.
From investors and wholesalers, and she's just not interested.
And the thing is, I'm not interested in wholesale. I totally understand what you're getting from because I deal with wholesalers all the time as well. So I definitely understand where you're coming from. But no, yeah, no, I'm not.
It's already priced well.
No, it is.
Take a look at it.
Well, no, I'm looking at it through the pictures. The pictures are pretty fine. I think it was just the first few that were kind of fuzzy on it, but the only thing that kind of struck me was that it was just listed for a while, so I didn't know if it was any red flags going on with the foundation or maybe the seller just wasn't.
Happening ever since September. Every single property is staying on the market longer because the interest rates went to 7, and also because it was a seasonal slowdown, so it's starting to pick up. But I have other listings, and it's the same story across the board.
No, sure. And I totally understand that the pricing on it is really really well because the other ones are, I mean, the properties that just sold in the area are like around the 400. So I definitely understand.
Okay, so you didn't want to look at it, or you do? I can make the appointment for you. She's had the flu, but I can let her know if you want to take a look at it.
I mean, sure, I would definitely take a look at it. I mean, is right now not a good time for right now to talk?
Excuse me?
I said, is right now not a good time to talk about it?
Well, I mean, you have to see it. You need to look at it first.
No, absolutely. Okay. I definitely understand that. I mean, I'll be open to having one of my guys go out there and look at it. It's just I wanted to kind of gather some information before we took that time and not wasted your time and the seller's time.
Okay. So what else do you need to know?
Yeah, so I mean, the asking price at it. I mean, like I said, I'm not the one to kind of lower the asking price, so I'm open to doing the asking price of what they're looking for.
Great.
So as far as the only thing is, if I'm taking out a loan to do that, it's not going to make sense for me cash flow wise, because that's what I'm trying to do at the end of the day. It's not going to be anything I had to fix up or anything. It looks like they kept it in good shape.
Correct. It's in good condition.
Exactly. So my thing is, I just need a cash flow at this point from it. So without me having to lower the cash offer to make that work, how are they with trying to do this more creatively on how they get that 316?
How do they what?
So with getting that 316.
No, like I said, they're not going to lowball. But again, I'm not going to negotiate with somebody who hasn't even seen it. So if you would take a look at it and then just submit an offer formally.
Okay. Can you text me an email to send it to?
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Well, there you go. She sounded like she was in a rush. And the thing is probably why her house hasn't sold, honestly. On to the next one. I'm not even really going to worry about her just sending anything over to her. I was going to call too at the same time. We're going to call back.
Hey, Damian.
What's up?
I got a call from Jabs.
Yep.
And he said, hey, Wendy, can we make sure the payment's there tomorrow?
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, which is fine. And I said, we probably need to be there today because I'm not going to drive on ice.
You said drive on ice? Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. 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 So keep going. Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. I'll wrap this up in like 1 minute. Okay. So what? So I don't mean to cut you off, but what? Where are you leading to with this? Okay. 250. Are you asking me or telling me? Okay. Cool. So are you asking me or are you telling me what someone else said? Okay. Cool. Okay. So what do you need and what are you asking me? The reason I'm asking is because I'm still on my live right now, and yeah, so I'm trying to get it. Okay, thank you. All right, sorry about that. Yeah, cool, cool. Josh, what's up, my man? No, she was. I didn't pay her no mind at all, and like I said, that's probably why her listing is still there. Because of her attitude, but people are like that, so it is what it is. It's another property in Saint Paul. Another property in Saint Paul. I'm not even gonna read about it. I'm just gonna give him a call. I honestly forgot old girl's name that did that. That we just had a call about. All right, Jenny.
Thank you for calling Jeannie Martin Real Estate.
Straight to it. A lot of times they put their phone on do not disturb, which is really
Thank you for calling
this is a really weird flex for an agent because like why would you put your phone on do not disturb so that people have to call you twice? Because if they're not like me or like a few other like investors, like they're not gonna call you twice. So you're gonna miss a whole bunch of calls knowing that you have a listing out. Like I think her the other lady's phone was actually on do not disturb. I had to call her twice. Maybe it was Tom or one of those people. Kings Mill. Oh wait, did I miss calling somebody? I think I did. Oh no, it was this one. Is this the one with the yeah, this one needs some work done to it, right? Yeah, this one needed work done to it. She's going to the next one. Melissa Fain.
Hi, this is Melissa. Please leave me a message after.
No, Melissa, answer the phone.
Hi, this is Melissa.
Bro, like this is what agents do, man. Hey, Melissa, this is Damien. I wanted to call about the listing. Kings Rio. I spelled that wrong, but it's alright. Alright, 370. They just dropped it 10,000 about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. It's a 4.2. It's kind of small. It's really nice though. Jason, please only contact listing agent number 2, Jeremy Moore. Not call Kathy Hewitt. Okay, cool. Gonna call Jeremy Moore.
Hi, this is Jeremy.
Hey, Jeremy, this is Damien. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I can't complain. I appreciate it. I wanted to give you a call and reach out about your listing that you're partnered with on North Boulevard, Terrence.
Yes, we are currently under contract.
Oh, Jeremy, what happened, man? You didn't wait for my call.
I can't wait for your call. We have a good offer.
No, congratulations though. When do you guys plan on closing?
The 28th.
Okay, so it's pretty soon.
Yeah.
Okay, how do you guys feel about the buyer? They pretty locked in?
Yeah, we shouldn't. Well, so far.
Right.
I have your info though, so I will give you a call if something doesn't go through.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I appreciate that. I mean, why do you guys have it? I mean, so are you the main listing agent on this one, or are you just helping one of your guys out?
No, I'm the main listing agent.
Okay, cool, got you. Do you have any more listings or any more properties I can take a look at if they're open for sale?
Not at the moment.
Okay, cool. Well, I'll definitely just stay in contact to see. Hopefully, everything closes well on that one. And congratulations on that contract, man.
Thank you. All right, you have a good day.
All right, you too.
All right,
bye. All right, so that one closes on the 28th. I'll probably just make sure I do a follow up with them. Just the worst thing, the worst thing is like, dealing with sellers and buyers and agents and stuff like that. No matter whose fault it really is, closings really can get pushed back. They can get closed, like last minute, cancellations, all that kind of stuff can happen. It happens all the time, every single day. And so when that happened, say it was like the 27th and they said, you know what, we're not going with it. You can take our earnest money and, you have to be back on the market for another 97 or so days, right? With that kind of motivation that sets in, that they just want to sell it at that point in, I've seen sellers like that and they just been crushed. Like that kind of stuff happens. So making sure you follow up just like the few days before, like the day before, anything like that, to make sure everything's still good. You could be that saving grace for somebody. It's like, you know what, I want to sell it, and they're going to do my asking price. Okay, whatever they say or whatever it is, just go and do it. That's happened actually really like once or twice, but it happens. And so it's all in the follow up. So I definitely, whenever they tell you the closing date, and even though they say they have a strong buyer, I mean, everybody wants a strong buyer, so of course they're gonna say that. But just follow up just in case. I had like that guy I was talking about like day 3 or 4. His name, I think it actually was Jeremy too. Jeremy Martin. Yeah, Jeremy Martin. And he had a property in Cedar Hill, and I've been calling him since October. And he had a buyer that was supposed to close like the next week. When I called him, I said, "Cool, I'm gonna just follow up with you, man. Just anything that happens, let me know." And I think I called him that Thursday because it was supposed to close on a Friday, and it didn't close. And he was like, he said, "Oh, but we have a new buyer and we knew a new set." I was like, "Bro, why didn't you call me? Like, I told you to call me when you were like, ready to set, and anything fell through." He's like, "Yeah, I know. Like, we found a buyer as soon as we didn't close on that one and stuff like that. So we went over with our backup offer." I was like, "Okay, cool, no problem. Hopefully you guys close on time, this and that." It said supposed to close in December. I said, "Okay, cool." And I called him. I followed up again the day before they were supposed to close, and they didn't. Okay, I forgot. And they didn't close. And I was like, "Hey, I just want to follow up and see if that's the, me having an option, to buy it, it's still open. I wanted to see if you guys, close on time." And he said, "Oh, I ran a buyer." And he just went the whole spell. So it got pushed back 3 times. And I don't know, it may still not have sold. I might go back and look at the address. And see what it is. I might have to go back and see if that still hasn't sold. This now is January. So if it didn't sell still, I'm sure she want to hear kind of any option that it has, especially if I follow up with her. So 28th. Reason all that I'm saying that is because it's all in the follow-up. All in the follow-up. Linda. Not sure who Linda is. Hey, Linda.
Hey, Libby, how you doing?
I'm doing well. I can't complain. How about yourself?
Doing good. I was expecting that maybe you're going to send an offer in. I was curious if you changed the heart on that.
Oh, no, absolutely not. And honestly, I'm going to be honest with you, Linda. I looked through so many properties today. It probably just slipped my mind, honestly. But I made sure I saved your name, so I knew who you were.
Okay.
Do you mind? What address were we talking about?
It is the one that's on Leith Street. It is, here, I'll give you the address. It is 2043 Leith, Leath. It's the blue house.
Yes, I was just looking at that this morning.
I'm sorry, not blue, green. I'm sorry?
I was just looking at that this morning. It's 2041 Leith.
2043.
43. And that was the one that, the neighbors are doing something on the side and all that kind of stuff, right? Yes, I was looking at that this morning. Let me make sure I send that over to you. Let me make sure I do that. I apologize for that, but I appreciate you for the follow-up call.
Oh, no worries. I'm stalking you now.
Yeah, no, exactly. You being a great agent. How's your friend doing?
My friend.
Isn't that the one you're selling the house for?
Oh yes. She's desperate to sell it. Yes, she wants not desperate.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Money off it,
motivated.
Really wants. Yeah, like everybody else puts it on the market.
Yeah.
They want it gone. So.
I got you. So yeah, let me go ahead and get my my TC writing that up for you, and let's get that one going.
Okay, awesome.
I appreciate the call.
Okay, you take care. Bye.
Bye. Man, I'm so glad I saved your number because I didn't know what property she was talking about. But Linda, I believe was from Friday or Thursday's call. Friday or Thursday's call. And that's like you said, agents calling me saying that their seller's pretty desperate to get their property sold. I believe she's just wanting to move to a different area, so she's open to getting any kind of offer. So I'll make sure I send that over today as well. So I'm glad she followed up with me. That was my fault. That was definitely my fault. Leafs. Yeah, I was looking at that. That was the first property I was looking at this morning too. Kayla, or not Kayla, Malachi. What's on, man? I got a Forest Creative deal. Has a reverse mortgage, but seller is open to a 15-year term on their equity. So actually, we're gonna look that up. I'll give you a call soon. Okay, bet. So I want to dig into a reverse mortgage because I'm not too well versed on it, but I know little things about it. But we're gonna learn some today. Reverse mortgage. So what I'm just first thinking, I'm thinking reverse mortgage is the bank owns the equity, is what I'm thinking. And so let's see what the definition of it is. A reverse mortgage is a mortgage loan usually secured by a residential property that enables the borrower to access the unencumbered uh, value of the property. The loans are typically promoted to older homeowners and typically do not require monthly mortgage payments. I'm trying to figure out a definition. What is a reverse mortgage and how does it work? Let's go to this. A reverse mortgage is a type of loan that allows homeowners ages 62 and older, typically who paid off their mortgage, to borrow part of their home equity as tax-free income. So that's what I'm thinking. So to get a reverse mortgage is basically who already paid off their first mortgage, and now they're trying to borrow against their home equity and use as tax free. To me, it just seems like a home equity line of credit in a way. But it sounds like they don't, unlike a regular mortgage in which a homeowner makes payments to the lender, with a reverse mortgage, the lender pays the homeowner. Huh. Okay. So it's almost like the seller is the bank getting payments every single month based off a value that they borrowed up of their equity. So they don't get all the equity up front. They just borrow a certain percentage of it and get paid over time for it. And so I guess with the rest of the equity, yeah, okay, cool. So I'll be open to looking about that. And the reason you can't subject to that kind of makes more sense now. Because now I'm thinking about it. Cool. That's awesome. I'm glad you brought that up, because now maybe I kind of have a better understanding of what a reverse mortgage is. Cool. And yeah, I'm assuming the reason you can't subject to it is because it's owed to the seller. So once the seller actually passes away or whatever the case is, then they don't owe that money to that seller anymore, and they just own the property. So I'm still wondering how that's gonna work out with the other part of his equity, because it's almost like he's taking two loans on his equity. It's like he's already having the first one, and based off how much he actually took out of that, and then he's having the second one, so he's getting paid like twice. I don't know. That's really tricky. That's really tricky. I don't know. So I wonder if I have any agents in here. Any agents? Lo, are you still in here? That'd be a great there's a StreamYard link too. That'd be great if Lo is in here at all to comment on it, or she can hop on and kind of explain it better if she's familiar with it, and how that may be able to work out. That'd be great. Other than that, I'm not really sure on how that even will work out. But cool. Let's go ahead and let's keep going. Good question, Malachi. Jason. Did we call Jason already? Yeah, because we called Odude. So I need to do 2 LOIs. Cindy is being a lot, so I might not send her one. Scott need one for midterm rental. Tom is looking for Tom's a buyer. Tom's a cash buyer. And so what Tom does, he buys properties and then he just wraps the loan that he gets at that point and just charges a crazy amount for homeowners, which I'm surprised he's still getting it. Like, yeah, he's getting it 20%. That's his business model, so that's what they're doing. All right, let's see the next property. Brandon. This is like a home in Florida. So next month I might not be as I might still do this every day, but I might change the market. So I also do Florida as well. It's one of my markets that I buy in. So I think next month I might go to the Florida market, or I might do it this month, honestly. But cool. Let's go ahead and give Brandon a call. See anything I need to look in the description. Listing agent Brandon Sherman is away from his office. Please contact listing agent Liam. Oh, I know Brandon. I know Brandon and I know Liam. And I think I know this property. Yeah, they're investors as well. Yep, they're investors as well. Actually, Brandon is he's helping me find a non or disqualified rat buyer. So anytime I find a property, I just let Brandon know, and he'll help me find the rat buyers. So I know this property, so I'm gonna go and skip it. So I called them before. It's Rowlett. Cool. Brenda. I feel like I know Brenda too. Anything I need to know? Great floor plan, cozy, Come see a sweet home. All pots and pans removed from the back. On the retreat is downstairs. Lots of closet. Okay, cool. They dropped the price about 3 weeks ago. And after this Brenda, I'm actually gonna call another Brenda that I met at a meetup and see what she has going on. She had a pre-foreclosure at one point in time that I kind of want to follow up with her with, actually.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic.
Come on, Brenda.
Your call has been forwarded.
Yeah. All right, cool. Let me call this other Brenda. And I do also need to call this So this is I don't know if she's an agent or not, but Brenda. But someone needs help with a pre-foreclosure. Hey Brenda, so this post about subject to pre-foreclosure. Wanted to reach out. No. I'm gonna call this. I think her name was Brenda as well.
Hello?
Hey Brenda, this is Damien.
Oh, hi.
Hey, we met at a lunch at a meetup a while back, and I was just following up with you.
Okay,
It was what lunch was it at? I don't even know where it was at. It was with a group of guys where they do a real estate meetup every month at a restaurant, and it was at like a Mexican restaurant or something like that. And I had
But I'm saying, are you a loan officer?
no, I'm an agent. So I'm an investor and I'm an agent. I was the one with the dreads.
Okay, I remember you.
Yeah. I was like, let me just tell her what I look like. Maybe she'll remember.
Yeah, I remember you now.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I want to just give a call back and just stay in contact, see how everything's going.
Good, but so far I don't have any investment.
Okay. How was that how was that pre-foreclosure that you were talking about that one time? How did that go?
The short sale, they end up not doing the short sale. They end up saving the house.
Oh, awesome. Perfect. Well, that's always a good thing.
Yeah, I think so for them, not for us.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's always a win if I'm helping somebody else save their house, obviously. So I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
But no, okay, that's awesome.
Calling you back because they end up paying whatever they were owing.
What did they end up doing? They did end up doing like a loan modification, or what was going on?
No, they paid.
Oh, they just end up paying. Okay, awesome. Well, that's even better.
Yeah, they end up paying.
Okay then. Well, yeah, no, I just wanted to follow up and see how everything was going. But yeah, if anything, ends up going on, it doesn't have to be But are you mainly dealing with sellers, buyers, or what are you kind of doing right now?
Both.
Okay, perfect. So I come across a few. What area are you in? You mainly like in Dallas or DFW, or are you all across?
All across.
Okay,
Do you
perfect.
have some properties?
Yeah, so I mean, I get properties every now. I just sold 2 of them, but every now and then I'll get some properties that I need some buyers in, and the buyers that I'm looking for usually aren't like able to qualify for loans. So I'm still trying to provide housing for those guys. So if you have any buyers that are not qualifying because their credit or job history or I-10 or whatever the case is, they can still I'll finance them and I'll be their bank for them, so they don't have to go out get all that qualification.
Okay, and what's the requirement? How much down?
So it really depends on the property. So whenever I usually get them, I'll probably do like 10% down of the purchase price. And then the monthly payments really vary. I try to make it as low as possible just so they can make monthly payments with them. But it's a property by property basis, honestly. And I buy them throughout the DFW area. So whenever I do get one, I'll make sure I definitely send you the terms and information on it. And I'll be more than happy to pay you for any referral that you bring to me.
Okay. Because right now I have somebody who is struggling because he's renting, but he wants to buy the house that he's renting, but he doesn't qualify because he hasn't done his taxes yet.
Got you.
Like 2019.
Yeah.
It's in Garland.
He's in Garland.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, awesome. Actually, I was looking at a few properties in Garland. I'm actually looking at one right now in Garland. Oh, well, Rowlett, but Garland's right there.
Well, actually, he already has. He wants to buy the property that he's renting because the owner wants to sell. He doesn't want to continue renting.
Well, I might be open to buying it. Is he? I mean, I'll buy it for him to buy from me, and he'd just still be the homeowner.
Yeah.
And that way, he don't have to go actually get a mortgage out to actually buy it. Yeah, so I'll be open to that. And just like having your buyer be the actual owner of it. Yeah, we can work something out like that. I'll be open to it.
Well, actually, the one who's contacted me is the tenant.
The one that contacted you was the tenant, and the seller wants. I mean, the homeowner right now wants to sell this property. As far as what you know.
Right.
Okay.
He's willing to sell to him, but the tenant doesn't qualify yet because he hasn't done his taxes.
So this is all hypothetical. If I'm able to actually buy the property from the seller, like the actual homeowner, and then actually let your buyer buy it from me, and that way he doesn't have to qualify, would that help out?
Yes.
Okay. So let's see if we can do something like that. Because that helps me out not have to try to find a buyer, right? Because he's already wanting to buy it. Yeah, exactly. So let's see if we can work that out. And text me the information, and I'll definitely see what's the next steps we need to do with it.
Yeah, and how it's gonna be working the same with me? Because I don't know if I can contact the seller and maybe represent him. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, you can represent the seller, or you can just get paid from my side, whichever way is comfortable. I mean, of course, to make sure you still get paid from it. But if probably to entice the seller, I might just pay you from my side, so the seller wouldn't have to worry about it.
And when will be something like this, how much are you willing to pay?
So it, like I said, it always depends on the property. And then at the same time, he would have to still put a down payment in to kind of. Do you know if he has the down payment amount to like make that work out, or?
He has 10%. That's why I haven't been able to send him somewhere else because everybody else is asking for 20%.
Yeah, exactly.
20% yet.
Yeah. I typically do 10 to 12 a lot of times, so I'll check that out. Yeah, I'll be definitely open to it. But at the end of the day, it depends on the homeowner and how he's open to selling it, because I'm probably not going to be taking out financing to do it. But if he doesn't want to be a Well, if he doesn't want to rent anyone because it's sold, I can still buy it from him. We just have to be more creative on how we structure that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'll definitely be open to it, and then I'll make sure that you get paid in the outcome of it, and hopefully we can get your buyer in there and actually be the owner of the property.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let me talk to.
Yeah,
let me
take your
talk
time
to
with
my-
it. It's just an idea. So yeah, it's all hypothetical. This is an idea. So if you're open to it, I'm open to it. Just send me a text or whenever you have that conversation with whoever you need to right now, and then we'll kind of go from there.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna. Can you send me your name? Because
Yeah.
I know that I have your card. Oh, maybe hold on. Let me see if I have it. If I have the text with. Or just text it me, please.
Yeah. No. Go ahead. I'll text you, and then we can go from there, and I'll just send you my name, and email and stuff like that.
Okay. Sounds
Okay.
good.
All right. Sounds good. I appreciate it.
Okay. Talk to you later.
All right. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye. Cool. See, a random call. I haven't talked to her. When's the last time we actually texted? Grand Prairie. We because I think I literally texted her the day after the lunch. That was October 14th. So the lunch happened October 13th. So we haven't talked in literally months. And I just randomly called her. And it may be a deal in there. So I'll make sure that Brenda Rap seller buyer. Damien Cooks. Cool. All right, cool. So I think Jazz called me too. Let me see what's going on. Hello? Hello? I'm sorry guys, really, really quick. I'm still running a live right now, but did you guys need me for something specific that I can talk about? You sure? Okay, I'm sorry about that, guys. All right. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Cool. Yeah, sorry about that. So, who did we just talk to? Brenda, like I was talking about. She was a rat buyer that, I mean not rat buyer. She's an agent that works in the Grand Prairie area that just called her randomly. Um and that's how that deal's going through. So I'm gonna follow up with her to see how everything's going. I want to call up another agent that I haven't talked to in a while. Now save all the agents the exact same name, not exact same name, the exact same way. But actually, what's his name? That's let me see, flights. Come on, man, you free for a call? So this is another agent. I actually went to college with him actually. And he's also kind of dabbling in the investment. Well, I don't know what he's in as far as an investment type of journey right now. But I was supposed to talk to him a few days ago, but he was on I think a vacation or something like that. So I didn't get a chance to talk to him. But I asked if he was free for a call. Have I called these guys? Brenda, I did call that Brenda. Jen Rock, I know I definitely called about her. I already did that one. They weren't open. And she's already in the monthly follow-up. I think hers is coming up pretty soon. Actually, I think hers Jen Rock. Jen Rock. I did send her over and she texted me too. Well, yeah. I definitely texted this lady and I'm trying to figure out what her Jen Rock. No, I don't know. I can't find her. But I know she texted me. It's gonna be a awkward conversation if I didn't send her the email. I'm almost positive I did though, and I'm gonna act like I did. Be honest with you, I'm gonna act like, hey, didn't you get that contract I sent over? Let's see what the deal was with that. This Jen was actually awesome. He must speak Spanish. Let's see, Jen. There we go. Actually, now that I called her, now I can find her text message maybe. Huh. I know I called this one before because I know this address and I know her name. I can't find the text though.
Hi, you can.
I'm just texting. Hey, Jen. This is Damien again. Just wondering about my offer on Will's Court. I know I sent. Oh, now the messages pop up. Yeah, like Androids are weird. Ah, that's what it was. It's on a relocation thing, and they don't do all that. They don't do all that kind of stuff. Bellingham. This looks like a flip. Like this definitely looks like a flip. From Leston. Leston, I talked to Leston too. I already have a conversation with him. This is definitely a flip. I already know who this is. Siron, I know exactly who this is. She was rude. Siron, I remember who this was. She was very rude, and she knows about subject too. Actually, I'm going to text her. I remember I did text her already, and she's like, "Oh, I already know what my agents are going to say or my sellers are going to say, this and that, blah blah blah," and she probably didn't even do it. I didn't send it. I apologize. That's not her. How did I find that was I know that for a fact that wasn't her. Was it? Nah, that wasn't her, was it? 424 230. Yeah, that was her. Yeah, I definitely sent the offer over for this one, and I don't think she. This is just me making sure. Let me make sure I sent her email before I. Yep, I did. Hey, just wanted to follow up with you and your seller on the we last spoke last month about taking it over subject to. All right, cool. One hand send her a text and we're going to keep moving on that one. Andrew Webb, Big Bend, dropped to $10,000 a few days ago. Refrigerator included, freezer and garage included, carpet cleaning scheduled for January 24th, which is tomorrow, midday. Plenty of room. Okay, cool. So yeah, they just had a price drop last week. Oops. That's all I was trying to do. Andrew Webb, feel like I know this name too. I'm almost at a point where I feel like I've called almost a lot of these agents already. And if I haven't, that's my goal to. I want to make sure I call every agent that has a. Here's Carla. I was just thinking about her. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Can't complain.
Good. So I'm back at the office.
Awesome.
And we were talking about the available properties.
Yes.
Do you want me to send information on them, or the ones that are available and the pricing?
That would be awesome. Yeah, absolutely.
Lease amount? Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. That'd be awesome.
Okay.
How many are there?
I have 5.
Okay, awesome. Perfect. And
Yeah.
we can definitely, I mean, he's open to selling them, one by one, or it'd be better if he could sell all of them at once.
Either way.
Okay, cool.
He's looking at either one of them. So far, they've all been selling one by one. He started out with 12. So,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Awesome.
So
well, no,
interested.
I would love
Either way.
I would love to get that information. And this is just me being curious. What I know he said he had one of them rented. Why is he still trying to sell it? He just tired of being a landlord, or what was going on?
They're actually all rented but one.
Oh,
2 will be empty in February, but the others are long-term leases. Like the one on Walnut, I don't think it expires until 24. 408 Town North doesn't expire until 2024. And Collins, it might be this summer. Brillia is at the end of this year.
okay.
Yeah.
So majority of them are pretty much long-term leases already.
Yes.
Okay, got you.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And so me coming in as an investor and buying them, they would obviously just have to make sense for me to still cash flow since I'm inheriting those tenants, right? So
Yes.
okay, cool.
Yeah,
So
their current lease would have to stay in place.
yeah, exactly. Okay, cool. So I'm definitely open to seeing them and seeing what we can do to kind of make it work for everybody.
Okay. What is your email address?
Yeah, so it's Damien, DAMEON, a little different, at easy, EASY, and then the letter A, number 2, Z, investments with an S.com.
Investments.com. Okay.
Okay.
Damien at easya2zinvestments.com.
Yes, ma'am. You got it.
Okay. I'll send it to you now. And then if you have any more questions or need more information, just let me know.
Absolutely. I really appreciate that.
Okay. You're welcome.
And Carla, why I still have you actually? So what I'm looking, so the only one that's actually vacant is the 301, correct?
Correct.
Okay, perfect. So and you're gonna send me the purchase prices of all the other ones as well, and then I'll just have to do my due diligence to make sure the numbers work out as far as what I need to do.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Got you. I just want to make sure we're on the same page. And the seller kind of understands, with the rates being the way they are right now, they're coming down, which I'm happy about. But
Right.
he does understand that it may kind of price me out of, taking on those tenants and taking on a new loan. And still be able to make it make sense.
Right.
Okay, perfect. So I just want to make sure I'd say that up front before, he's sending a low ball offer and stuff like that,
Yeah.
which I don't
He is
intend to.
flexible. I will say he's flexible, but he does have a limit that he can go down to because he does have like a blanket mortgage on them. And he started out with 12 properties, but as he's been selling them, the mortgage is releasing them.
Got you. Makes sense.
So, yeah.
Okay, cool. So let me do my homework, and I'll definitely reach back out to you as soon as possible.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Thank you so much.
I'll send it to you now.
All right.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. All right, cool. So, just straight at the gate, I made her. She totally understands, and it seems like her seller understands because he seems like he's very savvy as far as investment properties and stuff like that. And they understand with the rates the way they are right now that I'm gonna have to do a lower priced offer to make it make sense for those long-term tenants that I'm gonna have to inherit. Now, if he's wanting the full value of the property, and have now another thing, I actually looked up blanket mortgages, which it's who is this? Hello.
Hey, it's Jen calling you.
Hey, Jen, I appreciate the call. Yeah,
Oh,
no,
sure.
but yeah, I was texting you about the property on Wills Court. I was actually, when you asked me when did I send it, I was like, let me see when I actually sent it, and I was going back trying to find it, and I'm not sure if I even did. But you sent me your email, correct?
Yeah, you should have it. I definitely didn't get it. I mean, I hadn't talked to you in a while.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like, maybe they just got another offer, and I was like, I went and looked it back up, and I was like, oh, it's still for sale. So I was like, let me just text Jen to see like what's the holdup or what's going on. Because last I remember, your sellers were relocated or something like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I was like, maybe they're just in the process of moving and they didn't take the time to do it yet.
Oh no, I didn't get anything from you. Can you just resend it over?
Yeah, absolutely. Let me give me 1 second to find it, and I can definitely shoot that back over to you.
Okay.
And with that one, you said a relocation company already has that one. They bought it, and now they're just trying to resell it.
Well, technically, it's still owned by the homeowner, but the sale goes through the relocation company. Did you get the instructions? I know I sent those forever ago.
When I text you, not text you. When I email you, do you mind just emailing me those instructions back as well?
Yeah.
Awesome. That'd be perfect. I appreciate that so much.
No problem. Thanks.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Yeah. Yeah. But cool. So Jen is following up with me on that. I will text her back as far as or email her that information. But yeah, no, I was speaking about the Carla, the agent. So it seems like they're both on game with understanding that I may have to come with a lower offer just to do that. Oh, I was talking about blanket mortgage. So, and let's just type it in so I make sure I can fact check myself. But what I read about a blanket mortgage, because I actually came up I think yesterday or maybe 2 days ago, that it covers like a whole purchase or a few properties instead of just one. A blanket mortgage, often called a blanket loan, is the type of financing that funds the purchase of multiple real estate properties at the same time. So that's the thing. So they're attached to a blanket mortgage. So he's trying to sell it, and once he sells it, it actually goes towards that mortgage. So that's the thing that I'm kind of confused on. Can you even subject to a blanket loan? I haven't heard you can't, and I don't really see why you couldn't. But he said he had 12 properties, and if I'm taking over the mortgage for him that's already in place, just keep it in place and just pay him, whatever he's looking at as far as the equity between each one. That's the hardest thing. So I don't know how much equity is in each one considered on, what's going on. He may know that. I'm sure the email will probably show me that. But that'd be kind of awesome to look over. It's a blanket mortgage. But if I do a cash offer, he'll kind of understand why. Maybe he can do like a rate buy down to kind of make it make sense for me for a while those tenants are in there, and do what I need to that way. Or, maybe we'll figure something out. So that'd be awesome to figure out and see what we can do. See if we have any questions or anything. No. Okay, cool. All right, let's go ahead and keep going. I'll wait on the email till it gets through. Did we ever call Andrew? I feel like I did call Andrew. If I did answer. Oh no, I never called Andrew. Yeah, I never called Andrew. Oh, she called as soon as I was about to call him.
call has been forwarded to.
Hello?
Hey, Andrew, it's Damien. How you doing, my man?
I'm fine. I'm sorry. Who's this?
Damien.
Damien? Okay.
Yeah. I was giving you a call about your listing you had on Big Bend Drive.
Okay.
Cool. So I'm just taking a look at it. It looks like a beautiful home. So I was really mainly worried about, what had it stopping from selling so far.
What? It was priced a little too high for the market.
Yeah, okay.
As I'm sure you know, it shifted.
Yeah, right. Out of nowhere. But no, the thing is, it's not too far off from I see that you guys just dropped it down like another 10,000, which I get. But I mean, it's not too far off from as is value. It may be maybe some updating, but I was just thinking maybe it was some structural issues that somebody saw, and I was like, oh, maybe I should just call him to kind of talk to him before I send an offer or anything.
So, first question:
I am an investor.
Okay, what kind of investor?
An agent investor, so I'm also licensed.
You are? Okay, so you can go out and take a look at the house and walk the property, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I mean, that's probably a good thing for you to do. It needs cosmetic updating for sure.
Okay. Yeah, no, this is just me, my first glance at it, coming across my desk that one of my team members sent it to me, and I'm like, let me just take a look at it and give the agent a call.
Go walk it. I'm not going to tell you what it needs because I haven't had it inspected, and I'm not an inspector.
Yeah, sure.
So, I can only tell you I've been in the house for open house. Did open house yesterday. You'll see some sheetrock cracks. You'll see places where the paint needs touch up. Stuff like that.
Sure. Okay.
More structural type stuff, I have no idea. I couldn't tell you.
Okay, no. And then honestly, if nothing's came up, that was my main thing. I was like, maybe something happened and the buyers backed out. Yeah. Okay.
No, it's dated. We had some issues on the outset because they both worked from home, and it was a very, very limited showing schedule. I unfortunately didn't realize how much of an obstacle. I mean, it was literally 2 hours a day.
Oh, really?
A week or something. Well, working from home, dogs, and all that fun stuff. So we should have any traffic, and as like we said, the market has moved, so we've taken it down to reflect condition. But yeah, walk it, see what you think. I get people asking me age of roof. I don't know. It was replaced in 2012, right? 30-year roof, so that's good. You'll see if you are an agent, you've downloaded the seller's disclosure, right?
Yep, I see that.
Okay, so they did have prior foundation repair at some point before they took ownership. I don't have any details there, but
no, I caught a glimpse of that. Okay, and that was my main thing. I was really just wondering what kind of struck off. Were they just not liking the offers they were getting, or?
No, they have not.
Okay, got you.
I mean, we've gotten some, we've declined. Yeah.
Got you. Okay, cool. So let me do my homework on it. And you said this is already on Showtime, or how's that been set up?
It's on Showing. So our brokerage is shifting from Showing Time to Broker Bay. Right now, I still have it at Showing Time. Okay. I'm not sure when. To be honest with you, I don't even know when that's fully shifting. So for now, use Showing Time.
Okay, cool. Let's do that.
Go give it a look. It's a good house. I mean, if you're an investor and have done anything at Carrollton before, I am as well. It's a solid market. Yeah.
And that's because the thing is, I'm getting one right by there that I'm ending up turning to a midterm rental. So this one definitely favors the same thing as the other one. So that's my idea right now. So definitely open to it.
Yeah, if that's what you're doing, the big upside is it's 4-bed.
Yeah, exactly.
There's not just a ton of those in the area, certainly not on the market anyhow right now. So that 4-bed, 2-bath. Yeah, that's what's brought a lot of people to the door is the configuration.
Yeah.
Or the 4 beds.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, sorry, I can't answer your question about structural stuff because
no, I know.
You're an agent,
no, and I wasn't really too worried about you kind of telling me that. I was really worried about it was sitting. I know it's been sitting there for a little bit, so I was like, that was my first thing, my red flag. I was like, maybe something's going on with the foundation.
There's a few things, and I don't know if you've done many listings. I don't do a ton, but I'm more of a buyer. But
things north of 300K are sitting a little longer for the most part, unless they're real decked out. You know, if they're truly ready to go, and this one's not. You know, it needs some updating. But you know, I work with a guy that's a flipper, and he did one. I think his price point was $350 or something like that, and it sat a lot longer than he wanted. He said, "Never again. I'm staying, you know, twos and below." So,
Right.
I mean, he's following a different model, but than you are. But yeah, go take a look and figure out, you know, what your scope of work is. That's your best bet there.
Okay, cool. I can definitely do that. And I know they're probably gonna. It's definitely. I mean, you already know how it is. As far as me, they don't have to do any repairs on this one because it looks like they kept it in good condition. So it just be a rental for me, and the numbers just have to make sense for me cash flow wise, and
Sure.
it's nothing to do with the property. So they kept it in great shape.
I fully understand.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, no, it's as is. They're at this point, you know, they had the opportunity to do the repairs. You know,
Yeah.
I had some forms suggested. I said, I think you should do. You know, they did some, they didn't do others, so they're clearly not interested in dropping a lot of cash.
Yeah.
into
Okay.
it at this point.
Okay,
you know?
cool. So let me do that. Let me do my due diligence and get back to you. Okay.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah, and if you've got some number in mind, you know, make the offer or let me know what the number is before, you know, if you don't want to outright a full check contract.
Yeah, and thing
or
is,
whatever.
how about I just send you an LOI, and that way they have some tangible to look at, and I
If
don't
you
have to.
want.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that way I don't have to
okay.
fill up everything. Okay, cool. This is my direct number as well. Do you mind just texting me your email? I'm not seeing it here on the listing. And it may
It
just
should
be
be on there.
yeah, it may just be my side. I'm not seeing it at all. I see the first. I see Frisco Star. I'm not seeing it.
You're in MLS?
Yeah, Netris.
Let me check. I'm in there now. Yeah, it's on there. It's andyweb.agent. It's on the left side, the listing agent email.
I don't know why I'm missing this. Andy Webb. Oh, okay. The Andy Webb. Okay, got you.
.agent@gmail.com. Do you see it there?
Yep. I don't know how I was
Okay.
missing it, but yeah, I got you.
Okay. Yeah, just send whatever.
Okay, sounds good.
LOI, whatever you want to do to that email is best.
Okay, cool. That sounds good. I appreciate it.
Yep, you got it.
All right.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye. All right. Cool. Ooh, that was on the wrong page. Oh, it don't matter. I'll still send it. Cool. So I didn't want to bring up creative with him straight off the bat, just because. Oh no, that is straight off the bat, just because I feel like I'm gonna break that one down, just because it's been there for so long, and I'll probably do an LOI of both offers like I usually do, and just send them that. I think that'd be good, and that way he can see both perspectives, make sure he's getting paid and stuff like that. He'll take the time to look it over, and like he said, it sounds like they just kind of want to get it sold, and keep moving. So cool. Ooh, whoops. All right, cool. All right. Let me see. It's in Dallas. I haven't had a Dallas property in a minute. It's a little cute home. What kind of blanket was that? Oh, okay. Only dropped to 5,000. Seller needs a lease back. All property information deemed accurate. Okay, it's been on the market for about 114 days. Sebastian. Let's give Sebastian a call.
This is Sebastian.
Hey, Sebastian, it's Damien. How you doing, my man?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well, man. I can't complain. I was taking a look at your listing on Braylock.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm liking it. It's simple. I was really just kind of curious on what was kind of going on. I know it's been listed there for a little bit.
Yeah. Are you a buyer?
I am a buyer. I'm licensed, but I'm mainly the buyer right now.
Cool. I was just curious. I've had like 5 calls on it today. It was weird.
Oh, really?
Creative financing, investors, and dealers. I don't know why today I didn't do a price drop or anything. So interesting.
No, I'm really just looking at MLS and I saw it, but that's funny. What they been talking about?
Just a lot of people asking, days on market. Some people trying to. It was mainly, I guess, wholesalers or investors either trying to buy a creative financing to either own or finance or use it as a rental or something.
Yeah.
But really, the situation with the house, I mean, the reason it's been on the market so long, all the bones of the house are good, all those big ticket items. We've definitely had some showings and interest. Most of the feedback we got from the showings was, I don't know if you're looking at the pictures, but
yeah,
there's one room with the blue carpet. That was 2 bedrooms before, but she took out that transition wall and the door because her son is disabled and handicapped, so making it easier for him. But it's really not that hard to fix, something she's willing to do concessions, negotiate, or even fix based off what she said. So that just converted it to a 2-bedroom, but you could easily make it back to the 3. And other than that, it's just cosmetics. I mean, at first we were definitely listed one of the higher houses. She's trying to make the most in her pocket. But we don't have like a sign out there. Showings have been, she's doing all the showings herself.
Oh, wow.
There just because of her son. Obviously, we haven't had private. It's just a lot harder for them to leave, and with some realtors taking their time or, canceling appointments and stuff, she's usually there. So that's part of the reason it's been on the market that long.
Okay.
But nothing like, hey, there's scares or inspection, all that. It's just been, some people came in and they're like, okay, we didn't want to do the work, or family's ready to move in and not have to do that, or stuff like that, or.
No, exactly. I totally understand, and she probably don't want to deal with all that hassle of trying to move back and forth, especially having to do everything herself. I mean, like yeah. So I definitely get that.
Exactly, but not in a huge rush to sell. She decided to put the house on the market because she wanted to move closer to her family, but she's also like, if I get a good price, she's motivated, but not obviously motivated.
Not just want to give it away.
Right.
Yeah, makes sense.
But I think it'd be a great, property for rental, owner finance. If you're to do it in that area, a lot of people looking, stuff like that. Maybe not the full flip, but something like that definitely works.
Yeah. Okay.
She's kept in, good condition. The painting on the outside. There's a gate out there. Like she's kept it in really good condition.
No, she really did. Okay. And okay, that's awesome. Because I was really, my biggest thing, I was hoping like nothing structurally was wrong with it at all. Is the reason why. But I'm glad that it was just took time on the market, just because it sounds like the market shift really kind of took a hold of it and kind of did this thing, which makes sense. Okay, cool. And this is just me being curious about those investors that were coming in with creative. What was the take on those?
I think the main situation, I just had some lady, try to talk me into it. I'm just like, the problem is this lady's older. I think she has like 20, 30K left on the mortgage.
Yeah.
But her monthly payments are extremely low, and she only gets Social Security checks and help for her son. So if she were to even try and get a loan for the next house, it may not even be possible. So she's looking to use most of her cash from this house as their down payment.
Exactly.
Or all of it. So some were just coming like maybe 20K down payment, 30K or something like that.
Oh yeah, that's not gonna work.
That wasn't working, and no one really, or at least in the last like 30 days, I haven't seen those offers come in necessarily. People called and just kind of ignored them or didn't say no at this time.
Yeah.
This morning, someone was trying to make it work, but really the situation is just like she needs to buy a house for the next one. So there's a way to make it work or do some like transfer stuff like that. Maybe I could possibly get her on a small loan, but like I said, she can't have payments more than like $1,000, $1,200, nor does she want to.
Yeah, and she needs to put a lot towards that next mortgage to even make it make sense for her,
right,
monthly wise. And so, okay, that definitely makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, something like that.
I'm kind of the same. I'm a little diverse. So I mean, I do cash, just like everybody else that does fix and flips, whatever the case is. And I also work with a little creative. I do actually do a lot of creative as well. So I'm just really a problem solver. So I really try to find the problem and see however I can kind of get that funded to, make both sides happy and then also get the agent paid. So what I'm thinking, like 20, 30,000, I already can just tell that's not gonna be enough for her at all. Like I wouldn't even try to offer that. What I'm thinking, since she already has loan amount on her mortgage right now, I'm thinking like giving her like probably 30, 40% of it down. Maybe if I can get 50, I'll probably do 50 if I could, but I'm really no, I could probably do 40. So I mean that right there would cash out her first mortgage, and then also have a lot of money to put towards another one, so her payments will make sense for her, right?
Possibly, yeah.
So that's what I'm kind of leaning more towards. And I feel like it'd be a better option for her overall, since the market's slow right now, and she, like you said, she's not motivated to leave, but it's just another option to put in the back pocket, right?
Right.
So that's what I'm kind of coming with. I can kind of get something drafted up for you, and of course I have to talk to my lender about it to make sure I can kind of get that 40% or so up front. But I mean that's what I'm open to right now. I think I can probably get that done.
Yep.
Okay. So
I could definitely, if you drop that up and present it.
Yeah.
It might be a little more challenging. I'm gonna send you I have another listing that's over on Munger. The reason with that one, they've just been priced high for a long time.
Yeah.
This house is paid off, and I know they'd be open to terms before just taking it off taking it off the market.
Okay.
So I'll send that over. That one, I think we could definitely negotiate some terms. See that? I think they have more flexibility.
Okay.
This one, I'll just wait till you dropped it up. But I think 30-40% something, at least something she might entertain or be able to look at it. I can talk to her lender and see if that's something that they'd be able to work.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's really just being fair to her, because I mean I want to make sure she gets a decent sized property, and especially like putting it up down where her payments she doesn't really get much right now anyway. So I want to make sure that she can afford whatever she does end up getting.
Right.
Yeah.
That works.
Okay, cool. So let's do that, my man. Let me get this drafted up for you. And if you don't mind, my system's a little off right now. Like I'm trying to reload it, but what's that email for you? Or you can text it to me. Yeah, you can. Yeah, just text
me your name, and I'll text you my email, and then I'll text you over the next address as well.
Perfect. That works out, man. I appreciate it.
All right. Thanks. Talk to you soon.
All right. Talk to you soon. Cool. So somebody else tried to slide in there and get creative with them, but it wasn't working. So the thing is, they wanted to take over the mortgage. Now, I might have promised a little bit over too much. I don't know about 30% or 30 to 40%, but 30 to 40% is not bad though, because the thing is, it's 240, right? So, and I think she almost has it already paid off. So 240 times, let's do 30%. It's only 72,000. Now I don't mean like only 72,000, like not a lot, but if I go get a loan out for 72,000, and they charge me what 8, even though interest rates are low right now, lower than they were before, even though they charge me like 8%, that's not bad at all. Like, and I'll even show you guys. So let's go to this one. So let's kind of show proof demand. So 72%. Say I needed $72,000. I'm probably gonna need all together. I'll probably need like closing costs, all that jazz. Probably 85-ish. I think everything put together. 85,000, right? No, none of that. And let's do 8%. I'm looking at 710-ish, 750. I'm gonna round up, say $715 a month for principal and interest. Now that would have been a lot. That's a lot easier to go with going that way, and trying to work that out and have her payments over the rest. So if I would have gave her like 30 to 40, if I give her this 30% up front, I'm just like, hey, look, I'll give you 30% up front now. That way you can get a nice, decent home. maybe get some payments over time, but you're gonna have to wait for those payments over time for X amount of years. That way I can, cash flow for a certain period of time, and then I can cash you in. However, I figure out the rental rates, whatever the case is, once I do all that. But that's what I'm thinking about, and putting her on the back end and then having her get paid over time. That way she'll also have, enough to pay for the next property. She'll have social security payments coming in that she, can do that with, and also have, payments from me going towards her. So, like I said, it just has to make sense for the number wise, and how much I actually give them up front. But I mean, that would help them put a nice size down payment in, so the monthly payments would be lower, and that she can actually, pay for it and everything. So, cool. Plus, he sent me another property, so that's good. That's always good. That's always good. Cool. Make sure you have any questions. Yes, sir. So, awesome. Cool. So, and plus, yeah, he's giving me another property too. He's giving me one on Munger that he says definitely is paid out in full and they'll be open to terms. Somebody got to them before I did, but they didn't seal up the deal. They're not a closer. All right, let's go to the next one. Watuga Kennedy Street. It's a nice looking property. So this looks like it's a brand new home. It's 2014. Space. No HOA. Pan has been completed. Please pardon the blue tape in the pictures. Sellers are offering a 2-1 buy down program with their preferred lender. Contact listing agent for details. See, now I like 2-1 buy downs. Now, 2-1 buy downs where, whatever current rate they're at right now, you get 2% less the first year, and you get 1% less the next year, and then the third year it goes to whatever interest rate it is that you locked in at that point. I like those, and as long as it cash flows, right, I'm open to doing that. For an investor, I'll probably be at like around 6%. So again, it still has to make sense for me to do that. I do like this area. I do like this area. I think one of the first things I'm gonna talk about is offering the 2-1 buy down, and and kind of going that way and see why no one's actually taken up that term, or maybe they just put it on there because it has been 116 days. But what I'm thinking, maybe, I don't know. Let's just give him a call and find out. Oh, wait, that's one thing. Tammy. But they are offering to do it with preferred lender. And the preferred lender is probably giving them a really big discount. Is the reason why they want to go to them. Their concessions that they put towards it. I didn't even. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and give. Chapter number 156 1872. All right, give Tammy a call.
Hello.
Hey, Tammy, it's Damien.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Good.
I was just reaching out to you about your listing on Kennedy Street.
Yeah, I'm waiting for my seller to sign some documents.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Congratulations on it. How do you guys feel about the buyer?
No, she's not sold. She's leasing it.
Oh, you're into leasing it. Okay.
Yeah, she's gonna hang on to it.
Oh, okay, cool. That's no problem then. Well, I guess that's better. It just gives you an opportunity to keep it in there. I was open to buying it, but that's a better opportunity if they have option of leasing it.
I'm sorry.
I said no. I was open to buying it, but if they have an option of renting it out, that's a lot better for them.
Yep, they're gonna hang on to it.
Okay, perfect. In that case, well, I mean, if you have any other any properties right now, I'm really an investor out here in this Fort Worth area. I was hoping to maybe if you can have any listings for me or properties you are about to list that I can take a look at.
I don't have anything right now.
Okay, well, congratulations on that listing, and we'll maybe I'll call you back and see if you have anything else.
Okay, have a good day.
All right, you too. Let me see. I got a text. Hey, do you know we're with rental properties? Yeah. Yeah, I do. I'm looking to get an Airbnb instead of hopping. Didn't receive anything yet, just in case. Here's my email. Oh yeah, it's Jenna. Yeah. Yeah. You do. Yeah, I got it. I'm looking to Airbnb instead of hopping into an event center first. Are you look? But yeah, I got you. I know a few. What areas are you looking into? Okay, cool. Yeah. So cool. They're leasing it out. They're not going to keep it. Cool. Next one. This one looks like it's yeah. I was gonna say it looks like a open door property, and it was. North Richland Hills. The price went up 5,000. Curious on why that happened. That went up a few days ago. It went up 5,000. Yeah, I'm curious on that. Please use extreme caution around the pool area. We like to use title unless you're paying for title policy. House back on market after previous buyers weren't able to close. Great location, size. Where's this at? North Richland Hills. This is a really good area. And the highest price home in the area. Wonder why that is. Yeah, they're the highest priced home in the area, except for this one. But this is also the highest priced home in the area. This has been on the market for almost 40 days. Yeah, and this one's been on the market 3 days. It probably has to. They priced it. Oh, it's 1984, 19. Yeah, I'm curious on why they went up on the price. Like, did they do anything different to? Yeah, you don't really hear that. I'm gonna see. I'm look curious on property history. So they had it. Whoa. So they had it listed back in 2021. Had it listed back in 2021 for 278. Then September put it back on the market. Well, no. They sold it. They put it on the market in September. Okay. And then they changed the price. Oh, no, they didn't change it. They kept it all the same. Then they went up on price. What in the world? That's so weird. Yeah, I gotta call them about this. They never once dropped the price, but in fact they raised the price. Maybe some in the proper marks I'm not seeing. No, they're actually trying to sell this to home buyers. This is probably gonna be a waste of time call, but we don't call everybody. We don't call everybody. Ooh, I like that crown mold on the ceiling. Like crown mold on one ceiling. It's really dope.
Hello, this is Travis.
Hey, Travis, is Damien. How you doing?
Hey, doing good. How are you, sir?
I can't complain. It's been a good day. I wanted to reach out to you about your listing on Spring Meadow Drive.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I saw you guys just raised the price.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
when we went back, comps had gone up a little bit, so I just tried to have it reflect that.
Okay, got you. Because I was like, you don't really see that nowadays. And I was like, let me just give them a call. Maybe they just did some updates or some. It looks amazing. Like the house looks great. I like the marble in the bathroom, all that kind of stuff.
Oh, thank you.
No, absolutely. Is this?
They had done the house right across the street had just sold at like $208 a square foot, so I think I put us at like $203 or $204, something like that. Ours was bigger with a bigger lot and trees, and all that kind of good stuff.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And so I'm just being transparent. I'm licensed by mainly an investor. Looking at this one. So this is it looks like and I love North Richland Hills. It's like a great area for me to, do what I need to do at. But no, I really was just.
It's right by it's 2 blocks from a school, so.
Yeah, and they have great school district.
In the neighborhood or anything like that.
Right. Okay. That's what I was mainly curious about. I was like, maybe they just added something in I didn't know about, but that's really good. I like it.
We did have the front of the house lifted an inch. The prior, in a nutshell, the prior deal that we were in was a VA contingency. So we had to have everything fixed up to VA standards. And then they couldn't get their house sold by the beginning of November.
Oh, man.
So we gave them a 2-month lease because they had moved from Florida to here. And we're like in an extended stay. And we gave them 2 more months leasing it out to them to try and get their other place sold so they could get funds. And they couldn't do it. So we just parted ways at the beginning of this year.
Oh, man.
I reran everything, and all that kind of good stuff. But I have, documentation on all that, all the what am I looking for in the name of it? A final engineering report, hydrostatic report, all that kind of good stuff. Lifetime transferable warranty.
Okay, perfect. I mean, at least your sellers got paid for it. At least they were staying there for a little bit.
Yeah, we didn't charge them like way above. I think rental rates out there are dang near close to like $3K almost.
I was trying to get them to tell me the rental rates.
We were basically just charging them like $2K a month just to try and help them out or whatever.
Oh, that's nice.
But yeah, just
okay.
didn't pan out, so we're back at it again. But if you look over all your numbers and stuff like that, and you think you want to put your hat in the ring, man, I'd be happy to present whatever you'd send my way.
Absolutely, and I would love to do that. So I'm gonna send out LOI just so I don't have to go through the whole Trek contract, all that kind of stuff. I'll send an LOI kind of with my outline of my numbers and idea what I'm trying to do with it. And I'll definitely what I'll do is I'll probably send 2 different offers and see which one best fits your seller, and maybe we can just move forward with this one.
Sure, yeah, man. Send it my way, and once he gets off this evening, I'll give him a shout and see what's going on, and I'll get you back up and keep you in the loop.
Okay, sounds good. And actually, Travis, I'm trying to find your email on here on Netris. Is it on the MLS already?
It is, but if you want to just write down it.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, it's just T Lancaster TX@gmail.
TX@gmail. Okay, cool.
Yes, sir.
Got you. Okay, I'll go ahead and have that over to you by this afternoon, okay?
Sounds great, man. Thank you so much for reaching out. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, no worries.
Have a good one.
You too.
Bye.
Bye. All right. So, $3,000 a month in rent, which I actually believe that probably can flex out more. What I'm also interested in is Section 8. I feel like this would be a great Section 8 home. And I feel like they pay good. So let's look at that. 2023 Fort Worth. I look this up often, so obviously you can see they already know what I'm looking for. What was the zip code again? So Section 8 is guaranteed government money, 76,180. 76,180. Oh, they're not doing that much in rent, actually. Nothing that much at all in rent. Let me see. See this again, actually. See if they're actually getting that much for rent. Run my own comps. It's 3, 2. Yeah, they're not getting no 3,000 over there for rents. Smoking dust. Unless I'm just looking at the wrong property, which I know I'm not. And I don't even see the property he's talking about that just sold for whatever it was. He's going based off square footage, which I don't think you should go by that. Me personally, this recently sold 340. That did recently sell for 340. Let me see what this one looks like though. Their house does look amazing though. Compared to this one, like their house looks amazing. Like this just looks basic from the first pictures. Their house, I mean, they did the whole thing to it. Like that really does look like a really nice home and has a pool. So based off that comp, okay, I can understand it. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I can't give him that price based off, he may just be looking for a retail buyer and just maybe a follow up. And I'll still send the LOI and maybe do the thing, but yeah. It's about 3:00. Unfortunately, guys, I might end it early because I did it again. I didn't use the restroom, but I'll answer these questions before I leave. Hey, Justin, I appreciate it, my man. Good seeing you on here. Thoughts on VA sub twos? I love VA sub twos. Those look great. For a couple of reasons. One reason, low down payments. Not low down payments. No, sometimes low and no down payments. So what that means is they probably have little to no equity already at all. So they're needing somebody to come in as a sub two, and sub to their home, especially if they're being relocated or something like that. Another good thing with those is, they can still apply for another set of entitlement, or the entitlement gets refreshed if they move to a whole different area, which I found out from Tanisha Epps. She kind of told me about that. So if they're moving to a different area, then they get to use another. They get to their entitlement gets restarted or something like that, which is really cool. So in that sense, it helps them out. And if I'm wrong on that, somebody correct me on that, please. What else? But yeah, VA loans are great, and you can just mirror the same entitlement. A lot of people think you can't, do it on VA loans, but that's one of the best ones to do it with is a subject to on a VA loan. So cool. Ryan, let's see what else you got. You prefer properties that don't need work? I prefer terms. I prefer terms. I don't care if it needs work. I don't care if it doesn't. A lot of times, because as long as I get it for the right number, then I'm all for it. So even if it's a cash offer, I'll do cash. A lot of people don't want to hear the cash offer because it's a lot lower. But I'm open to doing it. If like they need the money and they're like, oh, whatever you take, it is what it is. Then yeah, I'll do cash all day long and just give them the cash offer that's worth the as is value of it. Let me get this office. I hate seeing myself twice, let alone once. But yeah, if it's a cash offer, I'll do that. If it's creative, I'd rather have it creative. That way, I feel like it's a win-win for both parties. Because I'm actually giving them the value of the price that they're wanting. And I may have to figure out a creative way to get to that point. Or if it's cash, I might have to kind of skimp them on what they feel like they should be getting, because everybody has that emotional equity towards their property. So either one's fine with me. Either one is fine with me. Do you have to send a LOI? I do not have to send a LOI. I do it because a lot of agents just want something tangible, something to present to their sellers, to even have the conversation, even struck up. Especially with doing things more creatively, I like sending LOIs because it kind of breaks that ice for me. Like they'll read it, and I give them bare minimum to read from Creative. So it gives them a chance to like, reach back out to me saying like, okay, well, all I see is like you can do the asking price and the buyer pays my commission. Well, how does all this work? I want them to come back and ask me. And that's what probably 6 to 7 times out of 10, that's what they do. They come back and say, well, what do you mean by this? Who was that person that just called me this morning? Called me back. Linda called me back, asked me about the property because I sent her an LOI. And well, no, I didn't send her an LOI. She was waiting on one. Who was the lady that just called me back? Oh, Jen. Jen called me because I sent her LOI. And she was like, tell me more about this and that, and kind of go over the whole thing. So yeah, you don't have to send LOI at all. Where can I get an LOI template? I can make one for you. Alfie, I don't know if I have your email. I think I do have your email. I'll email you one over, and you can use that one. Cool. All right, guys. I appreciate you being on here. I know I ended about 30 minutes early. But hopefully you guys gained some value. I was waiting on Malachi to come in here to tell me a little bit about his reverse mortgage seller thing, which I know we kind of looked up a little bit what reverse mortgage was and stuff like that, and kind of dug into that a little bit. But I kind of want to open more about it. Actually, Justin, if you're still in here, I would love if you knew more about a reverse mortgage. We just looked up basically what it is. If you're just not coming on, it is whenever the homeowner already has their home paid off, all the mortgage, and they take a loan out on their equity. And the way they get paid their equity is through monthly payments to the seller. So the bank is paying the seller monthly payments towards the equity that they borrowed out. Now, the seller for Malachi was talking about is that he's open to financing his rest of his equity that he has with the property. The rest of the equity he has with the property and working that out, I guess, and in over 15 years terms on their equity. So I don't know how that exactly would work out. It seems like something interesting to maybe try, but to my knowledge, you can't subject to a reverse mortgage. And it makes sense now knowing that the bank is the one making the payments to the seller. And so, yeah. Cool. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. Oh, by the way, I don't know if Justin's on here. He made a dope, if y'all saw when I first got in here, he made a dope bumper for me, which I'm definitely gonna play it on the way out. And I appreciate you guys for being on here. So look out for that bumper. If you know what a bumper is, it's like a short little clip, like an intro or outro, people call it. YouTube calls it a bumper, so I'll call it a bumper. But that's what it is. So appreciate you guys. See you tomorrow, same time, same place.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky.